Hello, everyone. This is Lisa Ware, Senior Group Leader. It is the Tuesday Yessave team coaching. Very nice to have you here. And I think that what I'm about to do is possibly really important because I'm picking up more and more that I don't think people do the presentation the way they should. I spoke to somebody this morning that signed up an electric only, managed to add on a sim, but said, "Oh, there's no way that this person would ever do broadband because the speeds weren't fast enough." And I said, "Oh, what sort of speeds are we talking about?" "Oh, it was only about 40 meg." I said, "Well, I'd give my right arm to have 40 meg because I run on 11." And this person evidently was going to go to Starlink, to which I said, "I have just taken someone away from Starlink because it was that bad. And there's a £475 setup fee. So I'm going to show you now what can be done." Okay. And I think it's all about a bit of confidence. And I would suggest if you're not confident doing this presentation, pally up with a few people and have a practice. Okay. Better still, ring a few people that you haven't had the courage to ring and ask for some practice. Oh, you might even get a customer out of it. Okay. So look, I'm very grateful. We've got a lady on here, which I will be unmuting her. Val White, who's a senior team leader with her husband Steve here. She's going to be the customer, okay, because I want to try and make this as real as possible. And on purpose, I have not practiced this with her because I want it to be authentic. Okay, so first of all, I'm going to share my screen. I am going to unmute dear Val because I need her. Where is she? Okay, we got a few on it. Here we are. I've asked to unmute you. If you could, Val, that'd be great. Lovely. Then you're ready. Right. Guys, I'm going to share my screen. I'm on Zoom and I want you to imagine, it doesn't matter that you're all here. I want you to imagine that what I've done is I have sent Val White my Zoom link, just like you all received. Okay. All right. And she's jumped on. Now, I kind of intimated this last week. Personally, I find it a bit jumping the gun to, I'll show you what I mean, what I'm on about, and then it makes some sense. And I think any time now you are going to see here to help you save money and an extra income. Yeah, thank you. Right. The company has it. I'm going to switch to here. Set up your appointment. And you set it up and you give a code and then it shows the presentation. Okay. Now, I think that's a bit presumptuous myself. Okay. So what I'm doing is what I've always done when it was joined before. And now, please make a note, uw.co.uk/quote/presentation. Okay. Because I've met Val at a 20k giveaway with her husband. It happened over the weekend and we had a great rapport. And I made an appointment for today at 4:30 for Zoom. And so Val has very kindly come on. We built a good bit of a rapport. Obviously, I know their address and stuff like that. But this will be the first time that we're sort of meeting. So bear with us because I'm going to try and make this as real as possible. So, hello, Val. Hello, Steve. Very nice to see you. Hi.
Hello.
Yeah, lovely to meet you again. And I think we've come in at the right time. It looks like it's clouding over now, doesn't it?
Yeah, it is a bit. Yeah.
Well, when we met the other day, you said that really you hadn't heard of them, but you kind of had an idea of what they might be. Is that right?
Yeah, sometimes the name sometimes gives it a little bit away.
It does, yes. So what we're going to do, both of you, I think I'm going to give you a bit of infill about the company. And as I explained to you, they don't waste customers' money with masses of marketing. I'm not sure if you're aware, but do you know Sky spend over 850 million a year advertising now?
Gosh,
I
that's a lot.
know. We all know who pays for it. It's the customers, isn't it? Yeah.
Mm,
So what I'm going to do is first of all ask you a question, and that is, I'll ask you first, Val. Val, would
mm.
you say you were a detailed person, or you're somebody that just likes to get on with it and you want to see the broader picture?
I think probably I like to have a little bit of detail, but not too much.
Okay. And what about Steve? Steve, are you a detailed man, or are you more of a come on, hurry up
Yeah,
with this, get on with it?
detail,
Detail.
detail. Yeah,
Okay.
green.
So, guys, we've got detailed people. So, we've got two things here, two options. The first one is purely 4 slides. Okay. And I'm going to show you it. So, it's a video that's 1 minute 18 seconds long. If you haven't yet watched it, I don't know why, because you should have done. All right. I'm not going to play it because we're got lots to do. Then there is what we call the bullet points of the main things. And then it goes straight into earning money. And then the option of da 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 da. Now, what I'm going to do, which was the second option, is now more detail. So we play this, but before I play it, I say, Val, as you're watching this, I'd very much like you to focus on what you're hearing Cat talking about. I'm not interested whether you think the roller skating is any good or how the director, did it all. More to the point of what you hear. And then at the end of it, I'm going to ask you what you liked best. Okay.
Okay.
So we play it, and straight away I say, so Val, what did you like best of what you heard?
I really like the idea that I've got all my services on one simple bill and no different ones coming out the bank each month, because that is always a problem.
Wonderful. Do you know, you're actually saying what most people say. I think it's a given that we all want good value, isn't it? Yeah,
Yes. Yeah.
of course it is. And, people want a bit of simplicity because I think life is very complex. It
Yeah.
seems to be getting more so. So, yes, I think I'm in agreement with you that that's a really good idea. So it says here, save with our award-winning services. Now, look, energy, it's the UK's cheapest variable. It says when you take another service. By the way, when you take more services, we really have got one of the most competitive fixed rates on the market. Okay. And in
Yeah.
fact, combined with a few other things that I'm going to show you, it makes it the cheapest. Okay.
Okay.
Broadband speeds for all your needs. We shall look at that. Uh, Mobile, they chose the E network because it's got the biggest coverage. Okay. Now, if you live in a very rural location like I do, there is no network that works. So I'm wholly reliant on my Wi-Fi calling. But the company is so good with what the router they send out. Even though I could be outside and 100 foot down in my polytunnel, do you know what? The Wi-Fi calling still kicks in, which is brilliant.
Mm.
Yeah. And by the way, a lot of people's worry, will I keep my number? Yes. And all your data and all your photos. So there's no worry of that. They've got 5-star rated home insurance. That's with Moneyfax and De facto. And in fact, the boiler and a home emergency cover is absolutely wonderful. I actually use it. In fact, I've got all the services. Okay. And
Okay.
it says, I'll promise to you, if you still don't save after taking 3 or more qualifying services, and the cashback card will double the difference. Do you think they're giving you an absolute hands-on guarantee?
Yeah, sounds like it.
I think they are. I think they're doing their best. Right. So shrink your bills by going shopping. Now, look, there's a handful of major retailers. Okay. These retailers, and there's about 100 of them, will will give you up to 10% every time you spend using this card. But
Oh,
if, like me, you're in a rural location, I haven't got these on my doorstep at all. I haven't got any of them. Um, but I am quite savvy when I'm near a Sainsbury's. I buy those things like, the cleaning stuffs, and I always make sure that I fill up with fuel because I'll get 3% back.
Okay.
But generally speaking, most of our spending is actually not in the major retailers. And I'm going to explain about it. It's not a credit card, so you can't accrue interest or get into debt. It
Okay.
is just like an ordinary bank card. The only difference is you cannot operate standing orders and direct debits. It's a spending card. Now, you don't top the card up like some people seem to intimate because it's an account, a pool of money, and both of you can have one of these cards. And I suggest you do because, to be honest, every time you use it anywhere, besides the fact you'll know what Steve's up to,
Yeah.
but also, do you know what? You're going to get money back. Now, I wish to actually show you how this works. So, the beauty, ladies and gentlemen, of doing Zoom is I can show my bill, which you can all see, can't you? Yeah.
Yeah.
So, look, making it a bit bigger. Look, this is where we live. It's a 4-bed house. Okay. We've got 6 services. Now, that's our electric. We do have gas, but it's LPG because we're too rural. We've got 2 unlimited data mobiles, my husband's and mine. I love this. Do you know what? The first one's 23. The second one is free for 6 months and then it's £10 a month. How good is that?
Good. Yeah.
Phone broadband, you may not pay as much as I do because, again, I'm so rural. The telegraph pole is in my front garden. It's a mile and a half to the cabinet, and we're on what's called the extended network.
Yeah.
So I receive 11 megabits per second and an upload of zero point 0.7, but I have no boosters in the house, and I can actually truly share with you, I do Zooms most days and it all works. So when people say, oh, I need 200, 300 megs, most of the time they don't. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. We've got the boiler and home emergency cover. Now, if you added that lot up, it's about £186. But I want you to know something really, see something clever. This everyday spending that we use this cashback card is given us 30 quid just over, and it's brought those 6 services down to 137. Do you know what? I find it stunning. Some months it's 40, 45. Do you know what my accountant says? He says, Lisa, you get about 550 back a year. He said, it's the one time you don't pay tax and insurance on this. It's worth about 40% more. How good is that? A legal
Excellent.
loophole to saving some money and the tax man not getting his grubby little hands on it. I love it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, there is another credit, but I'm going to explain that in a moment. So I'll make it a little bit larger. And as you can see, we're in credit with the electric. They've set the budget plan a little high. I think they're about to actually give us it back. So all the things that you need to see, actually, let's go down a bit. Otherwise, it's a bit hard on the eyes. There we go. There's the 2 mobiles, one at 10, one at 23. Happy days. There's the phone and broadband. There's my higher line rental. There's our boiler and home emergency cover. And then here's the clever bit. Let's go to it. So here we go. Make it large. Now look, we mostly spend in farms and local businesses. Now look, RJ in Esmakey is us filling up our litre bottles at the farm and getting milk. But we got cash back. Lidl's is my local supermarket, along with Tesco's. I use them. Yeah, 1%. B&Q, oh, we did go there, 4%. Sainsbury's petrol, there you are, 3%. But as you could see, most of it, there we are, Vine's Close Farm Shop, most of it is not actually major retailers. But all those tiny, tiny little bits, they add up. Have you ever heard of the saying, if you look after the pennies, the pounds look after themselves?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I tell you, What this card does, if you use it every day, it makes you smart. It means you are utilizing your money. Your spending is now earning you money and it's coming off your bills. And in fact, for us, it virtually eliminates both our mobiles. How good is that?
That's
Yeah, very
excellent.
nice. Yeah.
Do you know some months it not only eliminates both mobiles, but some months it's taking off a lot of the phone and broadband too. So, as my accountant says, this is about being smart with your money. Okay.
Mm.
And do you know the other thing I love about it? When you go abroad, anywhere in the world, you get all your foreign transaction fees back. How good is that?
Excellent.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So there we are now. And then how about this? So every time you add an extra service, you're going to get some more money back.
Oh
Oh,
gosh.
Yeah, I know. This is rather good. So listen, what we're going to try and do ultimately is if we can, we're going to do 4 services for you. Okay. Because you will get £50 on the activation of the cashback card,
mm.
£50 30 days later, and a further £50.
Wow.
Services you'll get 100, two you'll get 50. Do you know what? That's free money. That's like somebody actually giving you free energy, isn't it? Amazing.
Very good.
Yeah.
Yeah. So join 1 million households more. I think it's about 1.4 million now. Loads and loads of endorsements. You've probably heard of which.
Yeah.
Yeah. 19 years consecutively, best broadband, best energy provider. And then people worry about broadband, and I understand why. Because do you not think it's a little bit like air? We can't seem to do without it these days. Yeah,
Seems that way now.
it does there. So currently, who's your provider for broadband at the moment?
Well, currently, because we are rural,
Yeah.
we've got a company called Airband.
Airband. Never heard of them. Never heard of them. Well, look, I haven't got Airband up here, but I've got some major companies. You've heard of PlusNet, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is Trustpilot. Now, Trustpilot, I tend to use them for searching out everything. I nearly bought a dress the other day. Then I remembered to put the company in Trustpilot, and it was one of these terrible reviews. And I thought, oh no, I'm not going with that. In fact, it said on there that it was a company making out it looked like British and it was from China. I thought, no, I won't be
Oh,
doing that. Look at this internet with EE. Did you know that
oh
EE have taken over BT? Look at that.
Yeah.
Look at
gosh.
this. Starlink. Do you know what? People are
Oh
thinking
dear.
Starlink is good, but take a look at these reviews. Oh,
Oh my
Nice,
God.
nice.
look at Vodafone for internet. Wow. Talk. Little bit better. Sky. Whoa. Do you know what? And the most expensive provider in the UK for broadband is Virgin. But I want you to notice spending more doesn't guarantee quality.
Yes,
No,
no.
no.
Now, look at this complete contrast. Utility
Oh,
warehouse,
wow.
over 76,600 reviews, and over 70% give it 5 stars. And in fact, it's really marvelous reading when you go through them. Super stuff. All right. So there you are. You can have absolute confidence, as I have, that this is a really good thing. Here's a nice one. How about speaking to a real human being?
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Yeah. Do
No
you know
robots, please.
there are some companies that you can't actually speak to people. It's all this what they call bot chat.
Mm.
And they think it's communication. Of course, it's not. It's very frustrating. 5-star rated home insurance. Oh, are you too into saving the planet?
Not especially, but it is nice, I suppose.
Well, you can't get anything more green than trees. And sorry, that wasn't meant to be a pun. All right, because trees take in carbon dioxide and they give off oxygen. And do you know what? When you're a homeowner and you take 3 services, they're going to plant a tree in our utility warehouse woodland in Abergavenny. How cool is that?
Oh, that's unique.
And you may not have heard of them, but they've actually been going a long time. Look, over 30 years now. Amazing. Yeah. So it's take the hassle out of switching. Well, here you go, a 30-day guarantee. Don't
Oh.
have to worry. If you're not happy, if you have the jitters, I can't imagine why, but if you did, right, you can switch back and there's no cancellation fees. Here's a good one. If you've got poor service or you need to switch sooner than your contract ends, Utility Warehouse will give you £400. Now, they won't hand you £400, clearly. What they'll ask you to do is submit to us the last invoice that shows that fee, okay? And we submit it up, and Utility Warehouse will credit your UW bill up to 400 across any services. And then, as it says, just sit back and enjoy the savings. So there's a little bit now about earning money, okay? Now I know you too. Possibly this may not be for you, but there may be someone, and possibly your children, that could be thinking, do you know what? There's too much months left at the end of the money. So guys, we play the vid. We played it. So this is what's happening, Val. Do you know any good-hearted go-getters?
Well, I quite like the sound of that.
Oh, what for yourself?
Yeah, quite like the
Well,
sound of that.
I didn't like to presume, I promise you, right? So help people sort their bills out and earn a meaningful extra income. Do you know what? Let's just say you helped one household with 3 services each month, just one. At the very most, that would be 2 hours, possibly an hour. £250 in your bank. How good is that?
It's very good.
You have to work a lot of hours, don't you, in most places to earn
Yeah,
that
you
sort of
do.
money. It fits around your life and you can build something extra that grows over time. So let's tell you about stuff. Now, look, a lot of people refer. I've got a lady in Christchurch. She's always doing this most months. She goes, I've got another one for you, Lisa. Go and help them like you did me. Now, the lovely news is I treat them the same courteous way. The person that refers gets £50, but because they've come through us, the new person gets £50. Excellent. However, sounds like you could be one of them. There's a few people that are a little bit smarter and they turn around to me and say, well, £50 is great for referring, but can we make this 5 times more? Ah, 250 instead of 50. Now, look, imagine doing this once a week. Could I ask you, Val, do you think you could prioritise? Could you find 2 hours a week?
Oh, I think so.
How about £1,000 for that 2 hours a week?
That's excellent.
And do you know what? If each of those were just homeowners with 3 services, it actually would be £1,400.
Oh, gosh.
I know, it is. And you could take it further. You could build a team, come to the events, earn rewards that range from free energy to family holidays. There's the word, free energy. Let me go back to my bill. As a partner, imagine, let's be negative. Let's say you only helped one household a month, but they had 4 services. Now, watch this. I'm going to go down. Hang on. I'm going to show you the actual page. Right. Make it large. Oh, wow. So, when we help a homeowner with 4 services, and many do, okay, we earn 4 points, and points make prizes. They give us holidays, but in addition, after a little period of time, we get £150 credit on our bill. Oh my gosh, just look at this, Val. What happens is
Oh,
combined with my cashback, we don't pay for 6 services. The company pays us.
that sounds like a good idea.
Oops, hang on. So, oh, hang on a minute. I've been a bit, there we go. So it says here, and I think I might know the answer. What's best for you? Val, would it be saving as a customer? Could it possibly be earning as a partner? Or possibly both?
Well, both, because you couldn't sort of say how good this company is if you didn't have them yourself. So you need to be both, wouldn't you?
I think you made that up, especially for me. You took the words out of my mouth. Now, look, what we're going to do then, Val, I think it goes without saying, you've just said it. You'd really want to know that you could save some money, wouldn't you? Yeah?
Yeah.
So, Val, can you, outside of the Zoom, can you bring up a new tab on the internet for me?
Okay. I'll have to reduce you down.
That's all right.
Yep.
And I want you to type into the URL address bar.
Yeah. Is that this one? Oh, it is that one. Okay.
Yeah. UW
Yeah.
dot link LINK
Yeah.
/
Oh,
and the
oh, hang
word
on.
yeah / meet Mike Echo Echo Tango.
Yep.
Okay, and then press return and tell me what you see.
I see. Join your appointment. Wants an appointment code.
Lovely. You wait there. Now, look, guys, everybody else, watch. I could do that, but now I'm going to go. I've already got it ready because I'm setting up an appointment. Now, look, folk, I've already logged in here. Can you see my name? So it's me. All right. If you're not showing there, you've got to make sure you do. So Val and I, we're remote. So I'm starting a remote appointment. Okay. And I don't need a supporting partner. Was I introduced? The answer was no. We met at 20K. And no, I'm not opening an existing quote, so I leave it there. Now I'm going to press start the presentation. And by the wonders of modern technology, I am given an appointment code, which I'm going to give to Val. Val, could you type this
Yep.
in capitals phonetically? It's Tango Foxtrot 49.
Tango Foxtrot 49. Oh,
Lima
hang on a minute.
X-ray.
Hang on a minute. My little cursor wasn't there. Right. Okay. So Tango Foxtrot 49.
Lima X-ray.
Lima
X-ray.
X-ray.
And then
And then
press
join appointment.
yes, please. And it's saying the customer has joined the appointment. Okay, that's good stuff, isn't it? I'm now pressing start the presentation. Now, obviously, it's bringing that presentation up, yeah? But I'm going to go cross, and I am now into giving her a quote, just like that. And I think this is a nice way to do it. So I'm going to put your postcode in, Val, but I don't know it at this moment. Could you tell me?
Yeah, it's EX36
Yeah.
3ND.
Okay. And which number are you?
Number 2, Rock Cottages.
Lovely. What a nice name. And I know you're an owner of the property, so we'll go get quote. Okay. Now it's doing its thing. Look, one bill, one account, one number. There we go. I think somebody's coming and they're not muted. Hang on. Who's doing that? Okay. Right. Val,
Yeah,
do you remember I said the cashback card is amazing?
brilliant.
Yeah. What we're going to do is I'm going to click that. It's a given. I'm actually making sure you have it. I'll tell you why, because it's free. It's free for 3 months. It's try before you buy, and then it's £3. But do you remember by having this, as we add the services, it's going to keep giving you an extra £50.
Okay.
Right. So that's it. That's in already. Yeah, we're putting that in. Okay. So now I go down here and I put add it in. So it's going in. Okay. There we are. So first on the agenda for me, I think it's the old let's do mobiles. Let's put mobiles on there. Okay. So do you guys use loads of data?
Not massive amount of data.
Are you mostly in a Wi-Fi setting?
Yeah, we can't. It's the
Uh,
only way to make them work.
okay. And is Steve a bit of a gamer and a bit of a Facebooker and all of that when he's out and about?
No, but he does like unlimited.
Does he? Why? What's he up
I
to?
don't, I don't know. He likes unlimited.
Okay, all right. Right, so um we'll put unlimited in. Okay.
Okay.
Now, normally I've got a sheet and I'm finding out how much you currently spend. So roughly what do you reckon you're spending on this each month at the moment?
Oh gosh. Probably about £60 for the two of us, yeah. But then my son generally comes in on the bill, so it makes it a bit more.
Okay, all right. And how many how many months or years ago did you last renew your contract?
Oh, I think they're both out of contract.
Are they? Okay. And who's your
Yeah.
current network?
Current network is Vodafone, and they're not very good.
Okay. Well, look, as he wants unlimited, I'm not going to argue with him. All right. We'll choose that. Okay. And it's a given he wants to keep his number, isn't it?
Yes, please.
But I'm going to explain to you there's no way I'm doing any of this now
Okay.
because I would rather that the SIM cards arrive with you and then you take a photo of those SIM cards, write a name on each one by WhatsApp because it's secure and encrypted to me, and then I'll do the porting for you. All
Okay.
right. Because if the Royal Mail was to go and deliver those to someone else and we'd already switched the number, oh dear, that's not good, is it?
No.
Right. So we'll put that in, we'll add that there. And then, Val, can I make a little suggestion here?
Yeah.
As Steve wants unlimited, do you know what? The second one, if we add it, it's free for 6 months and then it's a tenner a month.
Oh
So
gosh.
you could have unlimited. Does that sound good?
Sounds brilliant.
So basically, for the first 6 months, instead of 60 quid, you're only going to spend 23.
Oh, so can I add my son on there then? Because he has his mobile with
Yeah.
us.
So look, we'll put one on there, okay, which is free for 6 months and then it's a tenner.
Okay.
Okay. And then I'm going to go down here again and say add. And then we're going to add your son as well.
What happened? Ah, there.
There we are. So we'll add another one and it will be free for 6 months and then £10 a month.
Brilliant.
Right. And I press choose plan. And then you go down and you add it. And there we are. So already there's a wonderful saving.
It certainly is.
Okay. In fact, it's a huge saving, massive, right? So now that's all there. We just go add, and that's in the bundle. So what we've done is we have done one at 23, two free for 6 months, and then they are £10 a month. Okay.
Okay.
Right. So let's have a look at the old broadband. Ah, now it's only standard here.
Mm.
Have you got super duper speeds?
Well, yes, but the to be fair, the customer service of this company is appalling.
Do you know what though? If let's have a look at the speed. Let's see what you're gonna get. Oh, do you know
Oh
what,
dear.
Val? I've got to be honest with you. Where you're living, it's got to be more remote than mine because
It's
at least
very
I
rural.
get 11. Can I make a suggestion? We don't put the broadband in. I think
Okay.
I
Thank
think
you.
we'll leave it, right? We won't do that, okay? And I'm going to go back to the bundle, okay? Now, you're probably worried about building up this wonderful amount of money on the cashback card, but we'll do the energy. Now,
Okay.
what you don't know is two of those SIMs count as two services. So, in fact, with energy, we've actually got three. All right.
Okay. We're only electricity here.
I would have thought so. Okay. Any idea of what your usage is?
Oh gosh. Any idea? Not really.
No.
All I can tell you is we're three bedrooms.
Can we put the medium 2 to 3 bedrooms in there?
Yeah, that'd be fine.
We can find it out. We could spend some time and find it out. Do you have night storage heaters?
No, we don't. We're our heating is oil.
Right, so then there's no economy 7. It's
No,
yeah, okay. And you haven't got a prepayment meter, have you?
no, no, thank you.
Do you love the idea of what we call knowing what you pay every month, which is called budget plan? So you take the usage over 12 months, allow for the seasonal fluctuations. So in the summer, when you don't use much, you pay the same, but in the winter, when you use lots, it's still the same. Is that the one for you?
Yeah, that's what we've got already, I think.
Yeah.
Lovely. We're putting that in. Okay, and here it comes. Oh, it's exciting, isn't it, this? Right, here we go. Now, variable, I want you to look at something amazing here. The fixed is cheaper than the variable rate. How cool is that? And you've got a fix to the 30th of April. And there's the details.
That's a good idea. It'll probably go up again, won't it, this year? I
Well,
expect.
you're not going to see the hike on the 1st of July, the hike on October, the hike on the 1st of Jan. This is probably going to save you hundreds of pounds. Does £91.84 sound good?
Yeah.
Right, we'll put that in. Bear in mind, we don't know your actual consumption, all right?
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I
Do
appreciate
you have
it.
an electric vehicle?
No, I don't.
No. Okay. Right, we'll add that to the bundle. Okay. So now we've got 3 mobiles, unlimited, and the energy. You've got oil.
Yeah.
Are you interested in boiler cover?
No, I don't think so. No,
And I know that you're both not working, are you? No
no.
disrespect. No.
Yeah.
Well, look what it's telling us. By bundling 3 services, you've also unlocked £100 welcome bonus.
Oh,
You've got the cheapest energy tariffs. You've got £400 towards exit fees from previous suppliers. And if needs be, there's 30 days to change your mind. How about that? So that is 114.84. Look at that.
God, that's very
That
good.
probably a stupid question. And forgive me for asking, but would you like it simpler on one bill, Val? Would you like better value? Would you like to always have good customer service and be better off?
Yeah. You're
Right.
right. It is a silly question.
Now, look, we're not going to go next, guys, as you can appreciate, because otherwise we've made another. I'm going to end the appointment there. Can you see the 3 dots?
Can I see the 3 dots? Oh, it's gone.
Right. I'm stopping the share. So, guys, that is the way to do an appointment. Start with the benefits first. Get them thinking, I want to add the services. I want to add the services. Everybody should have a cashback card. It's ridiculous. Absolutely crazy not to put it on. It's try before you buy. Yeah.
Yeah.
If they don't like it, they can always say no, can't they? They can just
Yeah.
So any questions? You can unmute yourselves. Any questions that you'd like to ask? Anyone got any? Val, have you got any? Because you were there doing it with me.
That was quite. I think it's brilliant the way they've done it now. It's so much. It's just. I like the way you did it. I don't think I'd want to go into the short one. I prefer to expand a bit.
Takes a little bit longer. You have to allow for that. And I
Yeah.
take a bit longer because I bother to show my bill. But what I'm doing is clarifying everything for people and what it means. Because what they've done now, instead of instead of hearsay, they're seeing the real deal. It really does work.
Yeah.
And do you not think that that is a precursor? God, I'd like to be a partner now. What I would have done was gone through. We'd have signed up Val. Okay, we'd have signed up Val. All right, and then it would have linked straight into being a partner.
Yeah, it's very good actually.
Okay, so guys, look, I'm going to end it there. All right.
Has Ros got a question? Am I looking at?
Oh yeah, hang on a minute. Let's have a look. Ros has got a question. Go on, Ros.
So just quickly, I've taken to doing the energy first because as you add in the other service, they can see how much it's coming down. Would you say it was judging by your books, it's the wrong way around? I
never do energy first.
Okay.
No, never. To me, I don't want them to see that energy price without the other services. I want it to be because when they see the cheapest price, they can't start saying, "Oh no, I don't think this is for me."
No, exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
Way of doing it. A lot of people focus on their broadband these days anyway, don't they? They want to know what the broadband's going to be, speeds and stuff.
Aruna, ask a question, even though I can't see you.
But she's there.
Yeah, go on. You've got to unmute yourself, though.
Why did you not take broadband at that time? What happened?
Because, hang on a minute. I'm still on Zoom. My bloody husband. Sorry. Right. Because, Aruna, where are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. Yeah.
Because the reality is this. She was going to get, if she was lucky, 1 to 2 megabytes per second. I wouldn't put anybody through that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So did you do the, what do you call it? A street check? Or what do you?
No,
the broadband.
It came up on the screen, Aruna. Didn't you see it?
A standard something.
Yeah. And
so what did you put?
And I clicked the information and it showed the speeds.
Oh, yeah, it was quite low.
You'll see it on the replay. It was there.
Yeah, okay, right. Okay, thank you. Yeah.
Right.
Because I spoke to somebody and they have Vodafone as well.
Don't want to talk about individuals, all right? We're just asking questions.
Okay.
Okay, guys, can we end it there? Because we've gone over, but I knew we would a bit.
Right.
Thank you.
Thanks, Lisa.
See you all next week.
Thank you,
And it's
Right, thank you.
Lisa.
Bye.